Welcome to Sorry I'm a Bitch, the podcast for anyone who's ever been called a bitch. Hosted by Kaylee Ellis and produced by me, Hannah Laree.
Welcome back to, well, I guess we're not welcome back because you're a part of an episode that we've already filmed most of.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked to Chandra and Crystal, who, you know, because we're all neighbors.
Yeah. Actually, I just talked to Crystal yesterday and she was like, have you recorded your podcast yet? I was like, no, I'm nervous.
We had so much fun. So Sarah is expecting.
Clearly.
For those who are just listening,
yes,
she is when's your due date?
May 30th.
May 30th. So
I'm 32 weeks this week.
Are you doing the raspberry leaf tea?
Honestly, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. So
actually that might be, I think I started raspberry leaf tea when that might have been like 34 weeks. You might have to
I'm not quite ready to have a baby yet. So
yeah.
I'm not doing any like labor inducing things.
It doesn't it just kind of softens things. And
Which
then
sounds disgusting.
I know, right? And then, so I think I'll have to look it up. It was like 34 weeks or something like that. 34, 36. I think it was 34.
All right.
And I did raspberry leaf tea every single night. And then I ate 7 dates a day.
Okay. I heard the date thing. I've heard about the dates. And actually, I kind of like dates. So.
Yeah. Oh, you have to get creative because 7 is a lot.
Yeah, that seems like a lot.
A day. You have to get creative. So I'd like put them in the oven. Sometimes I put little pieces of bacon.
Oh yeah, peanut butter. Make a frozen treat.
Ooh yeah.
All right.
Kerrygold butter in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, just
sounds
cold
good.
butter. It's good. Yeah.
All right.
So you have to get creative, and I only pushed for 7 minutes, so I did something right.
Oh my gosh. All of my friends have been in labor for like 36 hours, and I'm like, great.
Technically, if you're counting labor as like when I went into labor, which you do,
yeah.
Technically, I was in labor from like 4:30 in the morning to 1:46 whenever.
Okay, that's literally not terrible. Though.
Not terrible, and I actively pushed for 7 minutes. I mean, I did rip my butthole.
My husband keeps saying that. Well, you're basically going to poop the baby out because your butthole's going to rip. I'm like, no, that's not funny. Don't tell me that.
You literally do, though.
Terrifying.
Zach was like, it looks like there's a bowling ball in your butthole. And then he would
thank you.
And he'd go, it looks like you have 3 butt cheeks.
Thank you so much for making me laugh during all this because humbling.
I know. It's all mental. It's all mind game. The whole time, like, I was just, okay, I got this.
Did you have drugs?
Oh, I got an epidural.
Okay.
I live in America.
Yeah. People who do it naturally, I'm like,
no.
I do not. You don't get a prize for it.
No.
Like,
it's your one freedom of being American woman is getting an epidural.
Right. I plan on that.
Oh yeah, like immediately. Like don't like I was like 1 centimeter dilated, and I was like, "Can I have an epidural?" And they were like, "We don't fucking care. You could have come in here not in labor, and we would have given it to you."
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Did you have to get induced, or did you?
Texas snowstorm.
Yes.
Ice storm.
Yes. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And then so I was like slowly leaking for like 3 days, not to be gross. And this is a mom episode. So if you get grossed out by that, find another episode. We have one called Dollars and Common Sense. Go hear about financial advice.
I just listened to that actually.
Oh, yeah.
And I turned it off because I was like, I don't need this advice in my life right now. I am going to spend $50 whenever I want, Kaylee. I'm just at that point in my life though. Like I have to buy shit, so it's fine.
Well, we're entering a recession, so no one's going to be spending anything soon.
Great.
So I had been like leaking for a while, called my doctor, and she's like, I mean, you can go in, but you still have like 2 more weeks, and I can't get to you because I live across the bridge. And I was like, this isn't helpful, and no one brought you up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need you. Am I going to labor? I'm slowly leaking. And she was like, you're probably peeing your pants. And I was like, no, I'd know if I was peeing my pants.
Yeah, I know my body.
Yeah. So then my cat woke me up at like 5 a.m, and I like jumped up and felt a little whoosh, little tiny whoosh, little gush. There's no way to talk about this without being fucking gross. Sorry.
Well, I think it is kind of just like graphic, the whole thing.
It is graphic,
It's just graphic.
And so I like got my husband up, and I was like, I think we need to call the hospital. Called the hospital. Hospital phone lines are down. Can't get to them.
Stop.
And I was like, what the fuck? So finally it's like ringing. I get this nurse in California, shout out to her. And I told her what's going on. And she said, baby, you need to go to the hospital. You're having a baby. And I said, okay. Not what I was expecting you to say. And so we had to drive to the hospital, and I had to be induced because there was no liquid in me anymore.
Oh, yeah. And if your water like breaks, don't you have like 24 hours or something to deliver?
You got some, yeah. And
there's like a time, I don't know. Someone told me that one time.
Yeah, I had been slowly leaking for 3 days.
Oh,
so
great.
It went from, I think you're fine, to emergency very fast.
Yeah, and you're like, thank you for that. Thank you.
I was like, I fucking told you. Honestly, I feel like pregnancy, your whole pregnancy, you're just kind of slowly being gaslit by everyone around you.
1000%. That is the definition of pregnancy.
Yes.
Or the just waits. I'm like, don't tell me to just wait. I'm tired now. I'm allowed to be tired now. And I don't need to hear that I'm going to be more tired in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or in a month.
Sleep now, bitch.
Yeah. I can't even roll over.
I can't
without
breathe.
assistance. I can't breathe. I have heartburn. It's
yeah,
so glamorous to be a lady.
Yep. Can I tell you though, like you have a very adoring husband.
I do.
Who's going to be
lovely husband.
Yeah.
Luckily.
And he's going to be the best at. You will get.
I can't wait.
Amazing sleep, because he will make sure you get amazing sleep.
I hope. That's like my number one fear is like, I'm so mean when I'm tired. I'm terrified that I'm just going to be so mean. I've already apologized in advance. Like, I'm sorry for what I'm going to say when I'm tired, because I'm so mean when I'm tired.
Well, my husband had to kind of get with the program really quick, because I talked about it on another episode. We just know things, and they like don't.
Yeah.
And
I don't think my husband's ever changed a diaper. Maybe one.
I had never changed a diaper until my kid.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Was it? But you just know.
Yeah, I just knew how to do it.
Out.
I didn't watch a video on that. It seems pretty self-explanatory.
Although I wouldn't judge you if you did.
I mean, it literally says back and front on it.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't mess it up too bad, right?
So, no, I don't know if Zach had ever changed a diaper either. Why would we? Yeah. Who do I know with a baby?
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's like where my experience is maybe like very, very different than a lot of people's, because I have always worked with kids. Yeah. I've nannied. I've babysat since I could get my safe certification, like at like 10, when I couldn't even do anything myself, let alone take care of another kid. But yeah, I've like always just known how to do that stuff.
Aww.
So
yeah, see?
I think anyway.
Yeah. There's a learning curve with men. And that was one thing, a point of contention with Zach and I, where he would be like, you need to just let me learn. And I'm like, you can learn by me telling you. Like, that is also education.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
That is a part of learning on the
you
job.
By doing it my way.
I know. I'm like, but I'm literally telling you. And you'll know what their cries mean too, which is like the weirdest sensation for me. Was like, I'd be upstairs trying to sleep, and he'd be down here with her, and I'd be like, she's hungry. He'd be like, I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm like, yeah, but I literally know what her cries mean.
That's crazy. Is that like a mom like instinct thing?
It's gotta be.
That's crazy.
You'll know.
Well, hopefully that happens for me, because I do not know what cries mean right now.
I mean, it's so weird. Your body just know. It's like you can read their minds. Wow. I still can with Lydia. I can still read her mind. Like, she's not even here, and I'm like, she wants chicken nuggets, but she always wants chicken nuggets.
I love it. That's hilarious.
Well, how has pregnancy been for you so far?
Oh, been a roller coaster. I feel like it ebbs and flows. I've got my first trimester. I was super nauseous pretty much for like 13 weeks. I had some food aversions. Like, I could not eat meat. It was like the thought of meat was disgusting, and I just was really tired. But then second trimester, I felt like I was sort of a human again. We started on the nursery. I had some energy. I was able to like work out a little bit. And then the third trimester hit, and I'm like back on the couch every day after school. So
yeah,
there are moments that I'm like, fuck this shit. And there are moments where I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
So, it's a mixed bag.
What has been the best part of being pregnant?
Oh,
For me, it was the attention.
I was gonna say, like the physical best part is probably like feeling the baby kick, but like everyone is nice to you.
Yeah.
Everyone. Like, and I'm a teacher and I work in an elementary school, so all of the kids like come up and touch my belly and they like talk to the baby and like put their ear on my belly and listen to the baby. Like, it's so cute, and you have an excuse to like be tired or grouchy or mean or emotional, and like you have like people give you grace for some reason about that. So that's been really nice.
Well, yeah, you're doing like the hardest thing in the whole world, which is grow a human.
Yeah.
What's been the worst?
Oh, the freaking heartburn.
Yeah.
The heartburn, and just like I'm just so achy.
Yeah.
I have carpal tunnel, which I didn't know was a pregnancy thing until I went to the doctor, and they were like, yeah, that's from pregnancy. Which if you talk to like the boomers of the world, they're like, well, we never had that when we were pregnant. I'm like, well, I do now, so shut up.
Yeah.
But
like you probably did though.
Yeah, you probably did. You just didn't know because your 4 friends didn't have it.
You know what you could have said to them? You could have been like, well, maybe you had carpal tunnel earlier than pregnancy because you were jacking off so many fucking people, you fucking whore. I didn't have that problem. I got it growing a child inside of me. That's how you like get
Put
back to boomers is you just go like you boomer back.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to reason with them.
Yeah, you'd be like, maybe you didn't get it because your hand was used to a lot of exercise, and maybe you had a really
you had a pre-existing condition, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Have you ever thought about your privilege?
Right?
About fuck boomers.
Yeah, I know.
Talk a lot of shit about boomers on this podcast.
No, it was so annoying. So like, and I think all of my like moms and Danny's mom and my aunts, everybody had like a lovely pregnancy. So
oh my God, yes.
The fact that I'm like, I'm really uncomfortable. They like can't handle it.
Do you know what it is? Lead-based paint.
Their exposure to lead-based paint.
It's
ruined their minds. It's ruined their minds.
They think they had a really good pregnancy. Also, they weren't really allowed to like not.
Yeah, they weren't allowed to complain about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is insane that like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely complaining about the lack of sleep, the heartburn, I can't get comfortable, and I'm a back sleeper, and you can't sleep on your back. Yeah. Oh, it's brutal.
I'm a stomach sleeper, so I had a hard time. Yeah.
I wake up on my back pretty much every morning though, and I'm like, gotta turn over. Oopsie, sorry.
We've talked about food aversions. Yes. What about cravings?
Okay, so cravings, I have always been like a salt and vinegar chip, like cheese and cracker, like savory girl to the always. And I cannot freaking get enough cinnamon rolls. So like Georgie, I ordered 2 orders of them, and I had a whole order to myself. I shared one, but then the other one was for myself. So like cinnamon toast crunch, cinnamon rolls, any like baked pastry, cookies. Like before, when Danny and I would go to dinner, he's like a dessert guy. I would have like 1 bite, and then I'd be like, okay, that was fine. Now I'm like dessert for myself.
What if you have a ginger?
Baby?
Because you have eaten so much cinnamon.
Oh my God. I mean, Danny is a little bit ginge. There is a possibility.
I can see I'm like, not a ginger.
No, I love a ginger. My stepmom's a ginger.
Yeah, my sister's
no relation to me, so there's no chance.
Right? Like, what? No chance. I didn't even question that. I was like, oh yeah, well then you're definitely.
I just know a girl with red hair. Yeah. Yeah, so sweets is my biggest craving.
Man, I wish I had HG throughout the whole so that first semester nausea, that was me the whole way through.
Oh, that's brutal.
So I didn't have any cravings because I could hardly eat.
Yeah, because you were just trying to eat an oyster cracker and stay alive.
I would drink water and throw up.
Oh, that's so horrible.
Yeah. Also pregnant during COVID, so you have to go to the hospital and get fluids when you have HG.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to the hospital. The people with COVID are there. So I just almost died.
That is horrible.
I know. I didn't almost die.
So I'm being dramatic, complaining about my heartburn. Meanwhile, you were like on the verge of death.
Oh,
during COVID. And you didn't even have COVID.
Valid. Oh, that was the thing too. I feel like because I didn't get COVID, I'm like, okay, I was one of the lucky ones because like I didn't get COVID while I was pregnant.
While you're pregnant, yeah.
But I also like did not see anybody, did not go anywhere. We were like super strict about everything.
Oh yeah, as you should be.
Yeah.
I mean, when you were pregnant.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I know.
Okay, so my woes aren't as bad as yours.
No, they are still valid. It's all relative. Okay. Do you feel like pregnancy has changed your personality?
I don't think it like the core of my personality has changed, but I definitely used to be a lot more fun. Like without a doubt. Like I mean, my husband and I, we like to go out, we like to party, we're very social people, and it's just not as much fun when you're not drinking and you're pregnant. It's just like it's turned me into kind of a homebody. I don't think that'll last forever because like as soon as I pop this baby out, I'm having a drink. So
I want to sit on your front porch swing.
Yes.
I've always wanted to.
Oh my gosh, I'll invite you down. It's so fun.
Oh my God. Every time we drive by it, I'm like, I want to swing in that swing.
It's very nice. It's very nice. Danny always lets me have the swing too. So
Aww.
he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's changed my personality, but I definitely am more boring right now.
Yeah.
Just because I'm fucking tired.
Yeah. You'll probably be boring. I think I was boring until Lydia was 3.
Yeah.
And then after she turned 3, it was like, I feel like spring had sprung.
Literally, like it all just left your body.
Yes.
Like, ah.
And now she's 4.
She's 4?
She's 4. She turned 4 in February. Yeah.
I remember when you were pregnant.
No,
Weren't
you don't.
Oh, when you just had the baby then.
I had her in Texas, but we moved here. She was like 6 months old.
Yes, I remember seeing you push the stroller.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's a new person that moved in down the street with a baby. And they look our age and they look fun. So we stalked you.
Yes. And we are fun.
Yeah.
And we
You
are
are.
your age.
Yeah, we love it.
I might be older than you. I'm not telling you my age.
Oh my gosh,
I'm 45.
you're literally not. That's a lie.
You thought about it.
No, I didn't. I was like, no, there's no way.
What is one thing about pregnancy that no one warned you about?
Oh. I mean, none of my friends had carpal tunnel, and I don't think they talked to me about like the heartburn issue. But like besides the physical thing, I feel like two things, like nobody talks about like the isolation of your first trimester. Like I feel like there's like this stigma about telling people that you're pregnant when like in your first trimester, because what if something happens?
Which is real quick. I just want to say this on the podcast, but I just want to say this loudly for fucking everybody, because we told everybody, I tried for 3 fucking years to get pregnant. And we told people when I was like right after our first ultrasound, like what is that? 8 weeks
usually. Yeah.
We literally told people then, and I had so many people be like, you're telling people a little early. Why? For whom?
Yeah.
And if I go through a fucking miscarriage, I'm not doing that shit on my own. Because people be like, what if you lose the baby? What if I do? What if I want to tell you that I lost the baby?
Right. Then it's like, oh yeah, I was pregnant and now now I'm not anymore. And that's like so lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, I don't know. I just feel like that's crazy. It's insane to expect women to not tell you about their pregnancy into their second trimester because you should go through a miscarriage alone. Like, what if I had a miscarriage?
Right.
And I didn't want to deal with that alone.
Right. I know my mom like struggled to have me for 10 years. I think they tried for like over 10 years. Oh, and like when I literally took a test and then like called her that evening and was like, we're pregnant. But like we tried for a year and a half. Everybody knew we were trying. Like, I mean, my coworkers knew every time I went to the doctor, they knew updates. Like every time I was like, did you get your period this month? Like, so it was like the people who I was close with knew right away, like in my like daily life. But like, it was just a weird thing where like, I felt like I couldn't tell anyone, but then I was getting people like my mom was like, you don't want to go through a miscarriage alone. Like you don't want to, like, this is a joyous time in your life. Like you want to share that news. So that was like, it was just a weird, like teetering the line of like, do I do what's socially acceptable or do I do what's right for me?
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like, I don't know. It was a weird adjustment period. And then like, I love my husband to death, but he was like, he didn't tell people to like, I was like a month ago. Like I'm 7 months pregnant, Danny. And he's like, oh yeah, I need to tell my coworkers. I'm like, you haven't told your coworkers yet? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
So,
coworkers to men though, or coworkers?
Yeah.
Unless they're fucking them.
He's not doing that.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So that's why when Zach's like, yeah.
But like he talks to, so he's in pharma. So he is on the road all the time, and he has like a schedule of people he calls every day, and he's like always gabbing on the phone with all of his friends. And I'm like, you literally talk to the same people weekly and you haven't told them? And I don't know, maybe it's just a guy thing. Like he's not carrying the baby, so it doesn't affect him as much. But I thought that was really weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I would say the other thing that is like maybe not something that I needed to be warned about, but the amount of information on the internet that's like the best, or you should do it this way.
Yeah.
Especially for a very indecisive person, was like super overwhelming. Like TikTok is great because you can go there and find any answer you want, but like I watched 400 hours of stroller reviews and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this is not healthy. And I still am like, did I get the right stroller? I don't even have a stroller yet, but I'm like, did I get the right one?
Yeah.
I haven't even bought it.
Yeah.
So I think not even misinformation, but just like so many opinions is hard to deal with.
You'll still make the like same thing with the stroller. I would like I went back and forth on what to do, and then finally my brother bought me my stroller and car seat, and he was like, all right, just make a decision or I'm not buying it. And I was like, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was awkward because he's right in front of me. So I'm like, well, I really want the Uppa Baby, but like, that's the most expensive one.
Right,
so like,
right.
do I do that? And I'm like, well, whatever. So I got like the Nuna.
Oh yeah.
Something. Yeah.
That's the one. I'm between the Uppa Baby and the Nuna.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to get the Uppa Baby, but it's just the hardest decision.
It is.
And it's stupid because guess what? My friend keeps reminding me, they all pass the same safety standards, Sarah.
True.
I'm like,
well,
yeah, but one comes in Navy.
Yeah. The first car seat was definitely different than the second. So like the stroller too, I wanted the little bassinet. She hated the bassinet. She never used it. She didn't want to lay down on her back.
Great.
She wanted to be up. So I'm like, okay, well that was pointless. And then the car seat now that I have is a fucking Graco, and I got it at like Walmart, and it was like one of the cheapest ones.
Yeah.
It's
something that like I feel like before you're a mom, you're worried about all these things, and then you become a mom and you're like, I need something practical.
Oh yeah, you become a mom too, and you're like money is a thing too. Like when I was pregnant, I was like the best of the best.
Yep.
And then she came here, and I was like, oh, you're gonna need college and a car and private school, and like dollar signs just pop into your head. So then after that, like, who gives a fuck about a car seat?
Yeah, exactly. I think Danny's like, I was making him watch all these stroller reviews, and I think he was like, well, let's just get the one with big wheels.
I mean, he's not wrong.
So I'm like, okay, guess we're going with Uppa Baby. He was like, we walk a lot. Like, let's just get the one with the big wheels. And I'm like, oh, honey, you've just simplified it so much more than what it actually is. But that's what we did.
He's not wrong.
I know.
Wheels are important.
Apparently.
Yeah, because you got to, especially in this neighborhood, because the sidewalks aren't all even.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the stroller decision was.
Yeah.
Still is like. Yeah, big wheels. I'm like, okay, fine. Great. Yeah.
Let's see. Are you feeling more excited or more nervous as the due date gets closer?
I think I'm more nervous.
Yeah.
I'm excited, obviously, but it's just like logistics that I'm like, I don't know how this is going to work.
Yeah.
Like our house has our room upstairs, and then we have 2 bedrooms downstairs. So the baby's room is downstairs. And like, I don't know why it's such a mental block for me to like figure out like whether to put my postpartum stuff upstairs or downstairs or both, or like
upstairs.
Like, yeah. Or like the bassinet's going to be upstairs, but like, do I need one of those stupid rolly carts that everybody has to like wheel around the top floor when it's 2 levels? I'm just like stupid shit like that.
Like the wheelie carts for like the diaper stuff?
I don't know.
Or like, what? Or like put the baby in.
Postpartum stuff, or just like the logistics of like where to keep things and like where things are going to be most convenient, which I'm sure I'm going to figure out when
Oh,
the
you'll
baby
figure
comes.
it out.
So.
And it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
So like what worked for me might not work. Do you know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right.
yeah, I literally just carried a little diaper, like a diaper
caddy thing,
like a little felt one, because everything had to be soft.
Oh yeah, I have that exact one. I know what you're freaking talking about.
Yep. And we still to this day use it.
Okay, well, good. At least I registered for one right thing.
It holds her bows and her undies and her socks now.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. Check. I've got one thing that I need.
Yeah. I think I only got nervous when that lady was like, you need to go to the hospital. And then I broke down crying, and I looked at Zach and I said, oh, holy fuck, it has to come out.
Yeah.
Because pregnancy's so long.
Yeah, I've been pregnant since pool season of last year. Like, I was just thinking, like, I was at a pool party and I couldn't drink at the pool party.
Can I just tell you, just one gal to the other, because I also had this. We got pregnant at the worst time, because you want to be big and I just wanted to be in a pool.
Yeah.
Big and pregnant in a pool.
Yeah.
And you're going to have the baby like before pool season starts again.
And then the baby like can't be in the sun.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be just blobby from like post-pregnancy. And it's not going to be fun.
I have so much shit for you, by the way.
But at least I'll have you walk, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go together. Yeah. You're bored. You just want to.
I love a walk.
You want to gab.
I love it.
What are you most excited about when it comes to meeting your baby?
Oh man.
Skin to skin.
Yeah.
The golden hour.
Actually, skin to skin kind of weirds me out.
No, you'll
They're
need
like
it.
Gooey.
You won't.
Oh,
care.
I know I need it.
Yeah. No, I mean
hour.
like you will physically like. It's weird.
Like all that goopy stuff on them. I'm kind of like
they wipe it off. Which kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, isn't that good for them to like keep it on them? Again,
well, they don't wipe everything off.
These are things that, again, too much information on TikTok. I don't know if this is true or not, but the golden hour is like right after you have the baby, they just do skin to skin, and then it helps them regulate their temperature and stuff. Is that right?
Yeah. I don't.
And the bonding.
I remember. So she came out of me, and then they like took her.
Okay.
Not out of the room.
Right.
And they like did some shit while my butthole was being stitched up.
Ugh.
So maybe that was the difference, because they didn't lay her, because I was like, they were, stitching me up and shit.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this before. Like, the lady was so dramatic about it. She literally did a stitch, and then
you're like, why is the string that long, ma'am?
And I was like, chill.
Yeah. I know you're sewing me up. I don't need to see the action.
I know. And she like made eye contact, like she was pissed at me.
Ugh.
I was like, okay.
I'm sorry, this isn't my fault. Blame it on the child.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you guys actually ripped my butthole. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the question? What am I most excited
about?
For? Honestly, like, my dog is my life. I can't wait for Norman to meet this baby. It sounds so stupid.
No, it's not.
But he's been like extra clingy lately.
Yeah.
Like following, like today I was taking a shower and he like went in the bathroom and laid in front of the shower door. And I was like, you've never done this before. And he follows me from room to room now. And I'm like, he's usually like needs his own space. So I'm excited about, like that adorable reunion of the baby and the dog. I'm excited to see what he looks like.
I know. Me too.
Like,
with your acid reflux, I bet he has hair.
Okay, so my mom said the same thing. And apparently when I was born, everyone was like, why is she so hairy? I looked like a freaking gorilla. I had literally black hair on my back. And my mom was like, don't say anything about it. Like, she was like, I apparently was like literally a baby monkey covered in hair. So I'm like, well, he'll probably be hairy, but my husband is really fair and like freckly. So I don't know.
Yeah, maybe best of both worlds.
I'm like,
hairy,
get
but you won't
my
see
skin.
It. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tan skin, because Danny gets burnt if he even says the word sun. And maybe his light hair. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how genetics work. I didn't pay attention during the Punnett Square of chemistry or biology or whatever it is. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what he looks like, and just like our little family.
Yeah.
It's going to be cute.
Seeing your husband hold your baby for the first, and like they just, I feel like we talked about, has your personality changed since you've been pregnant? I feel like Zach, he's always been very soft, but I felt like he kind of like after Lydia was born, he kind of hardened, but not in the way that you think. Like obviously very soft with Lydia, but I feel like he looked into that child's eyes and he was like, I will kill for you.
I must protect you.
Yeah. He like became like a Viking warrior. Where I was like,
love that. Yeah, Danny's gonna be he's gonna be such a good dad.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
There are some people that I see get pregnant by people and I'm like, him?
Yeah.
But not you guys.
That who you've chosen.
I know.
Oof. Yeah, no, he's gonna be great. I'm excited about that.
I don't think there's a bad guy on this street, to be honest.
Literally the best group of people
I know.
ever.
I know.
Ever. All my friends are like, when are you moving to the suburbs? And I'm like, why would I move to the suburbs? Literally, I have more friends on my block than you have in your life. Okay?
Oh my God, moving to the suburbs
No.
ages you.
I know. And I just don't want to do it. I just don't. It's for some people and it's not for me.
No. 35 in the suburbs is 46. And 35 in the city is 25.
Yeah.
So why would I go to the suburbs? I'm 25 here.
Yeah, literally. I'm young and spry.
I'm literally in my prime.
Yeah. Our street is amazing. We're lucky.
I know we are. Although when I first moved here, I was like, nothing ever happens. I wish someone would have an affair.
Yeah, we're
something to talk about.
We're pretty normal.
I know. And now I'm like, okay, no, it's good. Now that
Yeah,
I know
it's
everybody, and I'm like, no, I hope
we don't
everybody.
we don't want to force trauma.
No.
on anyone.
I'm like, I need everyone to stay
Come on,
together and
somebody
be
get
happy.
cheated on.
I know. When I first moved here, I was like, y'all are pretty tight. Hope you go someone fucks. Now I'm like, don't do it. That'll kill me.
Yeah.
What are you most nervous about?
Oh, I mean, I've mentioned like the lack of sleep is something that I'm really worried about because I just don't function well on no sleep. But kind of like, this is kind of like deep, but like Danny and I have such a great relationship. Like it's going to be so, while it's like happy that we're like entering our next chapter, like it's been him and I for so long and like we're best friends and like, I mean, he's not my best friend. I've got like girlfriends, but like he's my person and we have like this perfect little dynamic and like it's not going to be just us two anymore.
You know what's really funny?
So I'm nervous.
I was just thinking about this today. Before I had Lydia, someone asked me like, is Zach your best friend? And I was like, no, I have best friends. Zach's my partner. Like Zach's my family. And then after Lydia was born, I was like, oh no, you are my best friend. You are my best fucking friend. Like now, like I don't know. There was just something about becoming a family and then having someone who he was no longer just, I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know. There's something about like him. He watched a baby come out of me. Like I have best friends who are my best friends.
Right.
And Zach is, I would rather sit and gab with Zach. Like, I don't know. He just switched.
It's just like it's like a connection on another level. So like, I'm obviously super excited for that, but like our life was so fun. And like we did whatever we wanted and we traveled and we were stupid together and we were like, I hope that it doesn't change and it only gets stronger, which I don't think it'll change for the worse. I mean, it's going to be hard, but I just have to not be such a big bitch. And it'll be fine.
I definitely mourned. I feel like this is not going to be popular to say. I mourned my life. Mourned it. Like after
I think people need to say that more because I think that's normal. I have a lot of friends who are like, I want my old life back.
I know.
In a lot of ways.
A lot of ways. I remember rocking her and looking down at her little sweet face and she was just sleeping in my arms and I was looking at her and I was like, oh man, there's no more before you. Yeah. There's only after you. And that's not your fault. Like, it's not your child's fault. Like, you brought them in.
Well, and I think Chandra said it on your podcast a couple weeks ago when I was listening, but it's like, it's not like your job is done when they're 18.
No.
It's like, this is for forever thing. I'm like, oh man, that's a big responsibility.
Yeah. Like, I can no longer, we loved vacation, I have not enjoyed a vacation since she left. We've gone on them.
Yeah.
And I can't physically enjoy it. And even if she comes, I can't enjoy it.
Well, because you're like, I wish she wasn't here so I could hook it up.
Like, I love her to death. But
yeah,
she's got an early bedtime. It's
right.
a lot earlier than I'd like to go to bed. So yeah, you do. But now that she's 4, my life is more fun now than it was before.
Yeah. Okay, good. So there's like a season of
yes,
just this is grueling, but
yeah, and I think that's too, like I talked to Crystal about this. Did you see the Chapel Roan Call Her Daddy episode?
Yeah, where she said, no, I didn't see it, but I heard that she said that like people who have kids are living in hell or something along those lines.
She said that like she doesn't want to be a mom because she doesn't know any happy parents.
Yeah.
And I thought about that and I was like, I need to understand who is safe to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't talk to my childless friends about the struggles of motherhood without them thinking I hate motherhood.
Totally. You have to know your audience in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I told my mom friends, like, oh my God, Lydia, or she did this or that, they'll be like, that little bitch.
Yeah.
And like, I'll know that they're not actually calling my child a bitch. And they know that I don't actually hate being a mom. And we can,
Yeah. Yeah. I think there are a lot of people, there are people who are miserable in parenthood. Yeah. But there are also a lot of people who really enjoy it and love it and make it part of like, they don't let their child like, I don't want to say like dictate everything because in a way they do, but you can still be yourself and have a life and do things that you enjoy and like include your kids in that, I guess.
Yeah.
Or at least I fucking hope so.
Yeah. We definitely.
At least I hope so.
Yeah. We know what we enjoy with her and we know what we enjoy without her.
Right. Exactly. I think that's normal though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's totally normal.
Do you think you'll be chill or do you think you'll be a helicopter mom?
Oh gosh. So I think anyone who knows me well knows that I'm literally, I don't have a chill bone in my body. Like I'm just not a chill person. Like I like to be in control. I like things a certain way. I like a routine. I'm like a Capricorn type A.
You're a Capricorn?
Yes. Yep. Type A, big time.
We're sister signs.
Love it. What's your sign?
Cancer.
Oh, nice. So is your birthday July?
June. June Cancer. Okay. I'm the fun Cancer.
Nice. My mom is a July Cancer, so not fun. No, I'm kidding.
No, literally. They're like, do you hate me?
Yeah.
Are you saying that because you hate me?
No.
Everything's personal.
Yeah. Yep. That's a July Cancer for you. So yeah, I'm not chill in any aspect of my life pretty much, but I will say when it comes to children, I think because I have a lot of experience, like I'm a teacher, I au paired in Spain and New Zealand for families that like, yeah, I mean, I specifically remember like when I was in Spain taking a 8-month-old on a front pack and a 2-year-old in a stroller on public transport in Barcelona where I didn't speak the language. Like I've had that experience. I've babysat, taught swim lessons. Like my whole life has been working with children. So I think that probably eases a lot of my maybe like new mom, like maybe where other new moms are like stressed about certain things. Like I'm not going to be stressed about them because I've had experiences with kids for so long. Now the newborn phase, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. But like once they get to like 6 months, I'm like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. And I think like I know what's normal. And like, I'm not going to be that mom who like, well, again, who knows? This could all change. But I don't think I'm going to be that mom who like freaks out at daycare because your kid got bit or something. Like, because I'm an educator. Like I know kind of both sides of the coin when it comes to that. So I'm not chill, but I think maybe I'll be a little more chill than some other mothers. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm not a mom yet, so I could be a total psychopath. Yeah. Like I am in my normal life. I don't know.
You don't know. I don't know. I remember this was a question at my baby shower and everybody was like, "Oh, Kaylee is going to be the helicopter mom and Zach's going to be the chill dad. And that is not how it happened
Really?
at all. I'm way more chill
Are
than
you pretty
Zach.
laid back? I could see that.
Yeah. And
Are you laid back in your life though?
I am now. My personality has changed
Mm.
so much since becoming a mom.
Yeah.
And because like I owned a business and I did all of this stuff before I was a mom, and then now I'm a stay-at-home mom and
Right.
just completely different person. But like we'll go to the park and Zach is up in the jungle gym with Lydia and I'm reading a book.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're not the same.
Yeah. Like I feel like I'll be like that because kids are gonna have to fall to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, they're noodles.
Yeah. They'll be fine. They bounce right off the concrete. It'll be fine.
I'm also like not taking her to a park that's like bigger than what she needs to be, like for big kids. Like
Right.
I took her to a park that's super safe and
Right.
not super safe because parks aren't like, super safe.
That's fine.
But, I think the one thing people didn't warn me about is postpartum anxiety.
Oh yeah.
Heard about postpartum depression.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard about postpartum anxiety. Did not know that was a thing
Yeah.
until I did like the 3 a.m. feeding and I had my baby and I looked down and her leg was gone. And I was like, oh my God, her fucking leg is gone. And I'm holding her and I'm walking around the living room like, where the fuck is her leg?
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
And I looked down, I'm like, oh my God, it's on you. And then the next morning I had an appointment with my OB, like, postpartum checkup.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, the funniest thing happened. I couldn't find her leg last night. And she was like, do things like this happen? And I was like, well, yeah, isn't that hilarious? And she was like, I'm going to put you on anxiety meds.
Yeah. I feel like that is something that a lot of people have to deal with after post. Oh God. I don't know. I hope I'm not anxious.
If you are, just get on drugs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not against that whatsoever.
No.
I feel like I have another friend who really struggled in the beginning and she was like, I think like, thank you for checking in on me and thank you for telling me to talk to the doctor because it's a real thing, man.
It's real. I didn't stop having postpartum anxiety until I literally got off Wellbutrin like 6 months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you an anxious person before?
Not really. So that's why I didn't know that I was
like,
anxious.
Put two and two
yeah,
together.
I didn't really put two and two together. And then, but I was just always so afraid something was going to happen to her. Like I was checking her breathing at night. And like we had the little owlet thing. That is the biggest scam.
Okay. I have a friend who was like, that is like all that information is just going to make me more terrified. Did you think that did that to you?
It had false alarms on it. Yeah. And then during that time, the one that we got was like burning baby's feet. And
my God.
Yeah, so don't do that. There are so many things you think you need, you do not.
Yeah. I think sometimes more information creates more stress. Like I just got a basic monitor. Because I was like, I don't need to know their oxygen levels because the second that it drops below what you think it's supposed to be because of a false alarm, like that'll make me spiral.
I just don't think there's anything that's better than my instincts.
Yeah, honestly.
Like there's just nothing on the market that's like that.
Keep like women were like milking cows and then like having a baby and then like going back in the field. Like they didn't have an outlet and it was fine. So
I mean, they died.
Yeah, that's true. they had actually no rights and no access to any health care, but that's what I'm modeling my pregnancy after.
The cow milkers of Nebraska.
Oh God. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it is like the more info.
Yeah.
Just like with TikTok, like every stroller is the best stroller compared like when some influencer is getting paid to talk about it.
About to say, is it a paid partnership?
Like that stupid Newton mattress. Did you fall for that scam?
That wasn't a thing.
Oh my God. It's like a $350 crib mattress.
Fuck off.
And like their advertisements are like, do you want your baby to suffocate in the night? No, I didn't think so. And then like it's a mom pressing her face on the mattress and she's like, I can breathe completely through this mattress. It's totally breathable.
I can't wait for the class action.
And I'm like, it's $350. So I like surveyed my friends because they all have babies now. One of my friends is like, yeah, it gave me peace of mind. I bought it. She makes a lot of money. She could afford it. One of my other friends is like, I got like a middle of the road crib mattress and got an expensive mattress pad that was breathable, and that was fine. And then my friend who's a doctor was like, I think we got our mattress on Facebook Marketplace. I was like, okay, so like 3 different
breathable. Like,
yeah. I don't know. Apparently it's not something that you need because your body is designed and the bridge of your nose will prevent you from suffocating if you turn over. And if you're turning over as a baby, you can turn back over if you can't breathe. I don't know.
They're swaddled until they can turn, and then after that,
Right.
I don't know. I feel like
I almost fell for it though. And I
Yeah.
was like dead set on getting a almost $400 crib mattress. And Danny was like, if that's what you want, like we'll get it. But no.
Oh my God.
Went with $100 from Graco or something.
Graco, like I do have to say, like Graco products are pretty great. I was
Yeah.
so anti Graco when I was pregnant because I was like, oh, it's cheap people. And now
you're
I'm mom, I'm
"Ooh,
like,
the
yeah,
Graco stroller.
I am a cheap person because they are all the fucking same.
Yeah, they again all pass the same safety standards. That's what I have to
Exactly.
keep telling myself. So
Yep.
can't be that wrong if I make one of the other decisions. Oh well.
They're gonna live. Well,
Yeah.
unless
Hopefully.
they don't.
Hopefully.
What's the first thing you want to do when you're pregnant? Are you gonna take a shot of tequila with me?
Yeah, absolutely. On my front porch.
Yes.
The second I get home from the hospital. No. Yeah, probably have a crisp glass of wine on a patio. I just like, you don't feel like yourself for 10 months. So I can't wait to like feel like myself again, which is going to take time, but
Yeah.
at least I can do it with a glass of wine in my hand.
Hell yeah. Mine was a
Or a margarita.
a margarita, yeah.
Or a dirty martini with blue cheese stuffed olives. Not like,
Okay, well now I have to have one.
I'm not dreaming about those things or anything.
Right?
Yeah.
Mine was a Italian sub.
Oh, I cannot wait for Jersey Mike's.
Yes.
I will fuck that up.
It was a Jersey Mike's
Oh.
Italian sub. And
Although I
then-
have cheated and I have done that.
Have you? Okay, I did
Yeah.
too.
And I've had a glass of wine. In fact, I think at our neighborhood party, our Christmas party, I was carrying around a glass of wine as people were congratulating me on my pregnancy. And I was like, well, this is weird.
Well, I love that no one cares.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
The French do it.
The French do it. Yeah, of course they
fine.
do. Yeah,
I had one little glass of red wine. Calmed my nerves.
exactly.
Right? Yeah. But I'm definitely looking forward to a cocktail on a patio.
Yes. Oh, and you're giving birth at the perfect time to
I know.
right at patio season.
I know. I'm excited.
Yep. I had sushi too.
Oh yeah, I have not
But I had sushi when I was pregnant.
I haven't had sushi since I've been pregnant. I've cheated on the like deli meat a couple times and just like the soft cheeses that you're not supposed to have.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, that's fake. I'm not doing that.
I think it actually is. Okay, I don't want to get sued,
Okay.
but like in America,
Yeah, by the way, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Don't do what I'm
don't
doing.
take advice from us. But like in America, my doctor told me that like soft cheeses aren't like soft cheeses other places. Like no,
Well, everything
I mean,
is
it depends on what you're getting.
pasteurized.
Yeah, yeah. So she was like, "No, I think you'll be fine
Yeah,
eating the pasteurized brie cheese."
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't followed that rule either.
Okay, and this is my favorite question.
This, we're gonna get all sentimental now.
This cat, you're uncomfortable. Just leave.
Kitty.
He's so cute.
He says, but I want to be here.
He does. He's the center of attention always.
Cute.
Okay. If your son listens to this when he's older, what is something you want to tell him? Don't, I might cry.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, it's even crazy that I'm having a son. Like, I can't even wrap my brain around that. Like, I mean, there's like 1,000 things that I would say about like advice that I would give, but I think the number one thing that I want my son to know is that like he is so loved by so many people. Gosh, now you're crying. Now I'm crying. You're not even the pregnant one. Yeah, I mean, just like I think we are so lucky to be surrounded by so many people who love us and who are going to love our baby like their own. And Danny and I are we're just so in love and we can't even wait to like share that. Yeah. And I think like you're loved and supported, and nothing that you're ever going to do is going to stop us from loving him, I guess.
Yeah.
So. Oh, I don't know.
He's so wanted, and I feel like that is like the biggest thing when
so wanted.
You get older. You're like, did my parents want? Like, were they excited? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and as much as I'm bitching about how uncomfortable I am, I love you. Two things can be true.
Oh, I'm so excited to meet him.
I'm so excited to meet him too. I feel like, it's just this abstract thing in your belly for so long, and then he's going to be
real
and here.
On earth.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And then before you know it, they're crawling, and then they're walking, and then they're eating, and then they're talking, and
it's crazy. I'm scared.
You have to. I feel like if I could do it all over again, I wish so badly I would have kept a journal. I did when I was pregnant, but I don't care about my pregnancy anymore. Like, I kind of remember it, I remember the parts I need to, but I want to read every day of Lydia's life.
Oh my gosh, that is such a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I journaled all through, like, when I lived abroad, and it's terrifying, but also like great to look back on that. That's a really good idea. No one has given that advice.
Yeah.
That's
I wish
a really
so
good
bad
advice.
that I knew what day she said her first word,
or
like exactly what she said, because you think you're going to remember everything,
right?
You think like,
well, my memory is so shit.
Yeah, I know.
I
mine
can't
too.
remember anything.
Mine too. And then like I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I was like, oh, I'll definitely witness her first steps.
Yeah,
I was out of town.
Of course.
I watched it on FaceTime in a McDonald's parking lot.
Devastating.
Because I had to pull the car over and watch it from FaceTime.
Oh my gosh. That's brutal. That's brutal.
I know. But I just wish so bad, because you forget things. Like, people will say, oh, when did she take her first steps? And how old was she? And I'm like, I don't know. Or how old was she when she potty trained for the first? I don't know. And then you capture certain moments on camera, but then you don't want to like have to like go back through your phone. And there's
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. I'm going to keep a journal. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Because my memory's shit.
Yeah.
So.
And I want to write it like to her. Like I would be like, today you.
Well, it's not too late to start.
I know it's not too late to start. I keep saying that, but also I wish I would have done the little notches on the wall when she got her height. I wish I had a door frame with her notches.
That's really cute. And then if we ever move, which we're not going to move, but take the door frame with us.
Take it with you. That's what somebody in this house literally.
That's so cute.
I know.
So sentimental.
I know. Everything is so, I mean, it's their life. It's their story. Yeah. And there's so much of your story that you just don't know, because you weren't conscious when you were
developing your frontal lobe.
Yes. Like, so somebody experienced it for you, and then you don't get to hear about it.
I love that, to capture that, because like I was the kid who had a baby book with like the first 3 days filled out, and then it was like, that's it. Yeah, maybe a first birthday picture in there, but like you had to journal it and capture those memories, so that, I mean, boys are probably less sentimental maybe, but yeah, it'll still be nice.
I feel like, I don't know though.
My husband is not sentimental at all. His mom gave him all of his like baby stuff, and he was like, what am I supposed to do with it? He want to throw it away. I'm like, you're not going to throw it away, Danny. Yeah. He's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, you're supposed to keep it in a bin in the basement. Yeah. Until we clean out our house, and then our kids get it. Yeah. Aww. Yeah. Yeah.
Heirlooms.
Oh my gosh. I got these really expensive curtains for the nursery, and I was telling my cousin about it, and she was like, oh, they're heirloom curtains. I was like, yeah. Let's just call them heirloom curtains.
Everything that's poor Lydia is going to get like Target.
That's all right.
Wine glasses.
Excuse me. Everything else is from like Goodwill. So it's fine.
Well, we have loved having you. This is our Mother's Day episode.
Thank you so much for having me. I hope I delivered.
You did.